Jim Carrey is exposing Hollywood's darker side, starting with shocking revelations about Will Smith and Diddy's infamous parties. According to Jim, Hollywood's glitzy facade hides a world of disturbing realities. He's making a clear statement by distancing himself from the elite circles, especially those linked to Diddy, who's now facing a barrage of lawsuits from people claiming they were pulled into twisted, freak-off parties. In an unprecedented wave of allegations, over 120 individuals, split evenly between men and women, are gearing up to take legal action, adding more fuel to Carrey's explosive claims. Known for being brutally honest about Hollywood's toxic culture, Jim has never shied away from calling it out. In a notorious 2017 interview at New York Fashion Week, he dismissed the entire concept of fame, calling these events utterly meaningless. And back in 2014 on Jimmy Kimmel Live, he subtly hinted at Hollywood's role in manipulating the masses, implying the entertainment industry distracts people from far graver issues. Carrey's outspoken criticism is more than just words. He's drawing back the curtain on Hollywood's most controversial players and their alleged exploitation of fame for dark and disturbing ends. Other celebrities are starting to speak out, adding weight to Jim's claims. Jim's career path wasn't always aligned with Hollywood standards. Early in his journey, he received help from the Wayans family, who noticed his comedic talent and provided a platform that eventually led to iconic roles in The Mask, Ace Ventura, and Dumb and Dumber. Yet Jim faced numerous rejections, including a failed audition for Saturday Night Live. Despite his struggles, Jim persevered, remaining true to himself and finding success even as he dealt with personal losses, including the passing of both parents, which impacted him deeply. Jim's challenging journey and Hollywood's intense pressure have taken a toll on his mental health. He has long battled depression, even using medication like Prozac at one point, but choosing to move past it without relying on drugs. Despite his fame, Jim now lives in relative seclusion, focusing on his art and personal growth. Stepping away from the limelight in 2022, he claims to have achieved enough in his career and feels fulfilled. His critiques of Hollywood came to a head after the infamous Oscars incident in 2022 when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Jim openly condemned the situation, criticizing the industry's reaction and calling it spineless, for giving Smith a standing ovation afterward. Jim's disillusionment with Hollywood's ethics became evident. He felt the Oscars were no longer an esteemed cool club. Many suspect that Will Smith's influence helped him avoid more severe repercussions after the incident, illustrating Hollywood's protective power over certain stars. Jim's withdrawal from Hollywood, while surprising, echoes his long-standing skepticism about fame, power, and the entertainment industry's toxic undercurrents. His revelations may encourage others to reconsider Hollywood's glamour, spotlighting the real challenges behind the scenes. Orlando Brown's story gets stranger and more troubling with every twist. In 2018, after a series of legal issues and erratic behavior, his manager, Solomon Barron, booked him for an intervention on Dr. Phil *. Orlando arrived sporting snake-eye contact lenses and made some unusual claims, even saying he was Michael Jackson's son, adopting the name Orlando Brown Prince Michael Jackson, Jr., aka Blanket. Despite his quirky assertions, Orlando's allegations against Hollywood's darker side were what truly raised eyebrows. He talked about alleged shady activities and exploitation, and while many dismissed his statements as the result of mental health struggles, recent revelations in the entertainment world have led some to revisit his words with a new perspective. Brown's life has continued to be a turbulent one, filled with highs and lows. From his peak fame on That's So Raven to his rocky personal battles, Orlando remains a figure shrouded in controversy and intrigue. He's been vocal about Hollywood's toxic culture, casting a spotlight on allegations that many might prefer to leave in the dark. Ultimately, while some view him as a troubled individual, others wonder if he's simply telling a version of the truth that many aren't ready to hear. Orlando's journey took a significant turn when he found the Rise Discipleship program in Texas, a faith-based path that he credits with helping him overcome his struggles. He's openly discussed past issues with meth, weed, and online addiction, and he seems genuinely grateful to have come through it. He's now even released Christian rap songs like Smiled on Me and God is in Me. But his path hasn't been without setbacks. Just as things were looking up, he faced a domestic abuse charge in December 2022, which led to house arrest in early 2023. Even so, he's publicly shown remorse, including a heartfelt apology to his mom. In some of his more recent interviews, Orlando's comments about the entertainment industry, particularly figures like Diddy, have raised eyebrows. In one interview, he dove into conspiracies around the Balenciaga scandal and alleged darker industry practices. Some people dismissed his claims, seeing them as bizarre, but recent accusations against Diddy have prompted a second look at Orlando's statements. In late 2023, a wave of lawsuits hit Diddy, from accusations of abuse from his ex-girlfriend Cassie to claims from other women dating back to the 1990s. Notably, Cassie's lawsuit was settled quickly, though it was just the beginning. Days after Cassie's lawsuit, new accusations surfaced, including disturbing claims of sex trafficking involving underage girls. Another person, Rodney Little Rod Jones, also filed a $30 million lawsuit alleging a range of abuses and manipulation tactics, including hidden cameras and being groomed by Diddy. Additional allegations have emerged from various personalities like comedian Cat Williams, who shared unsettling stories from Diddy's parties. Jones even claims that while on Diddy's yacht, he was left alone with Cuba Gooding Jr., who allegedly acted inappropriately. Adding fuel to the fire, there are screenshots that show Jones alongside Gooding Jr., which could potentially serve as evidence if this case goes to court. The situation escalated further with stories of underage girls allegedly at Diddy's parties, and Jones claims he has video evidence to support these allegations. As these lawsuits develop, it's likely that more shocking details will emerge, keeping the public riveted on this unfolding scandal. The allegations Jones has laid against Diddy are intense and paint a dark picture of the music mogul's inner circle. According to Jones, he was working under Diddy without receiving fair compensation, despite Diddy benefiting heavily from his creative work. Jones says he was offered next to nothing for his contributions and alleges he was also coerced into engaging in disturbing activities to keep Diddy happy. One shocking claim involves him waking up in bed with adult industry workers with Diddy present, suggesting an environment of manipulation and control. But that's not all. Jones claims that Diddy would switch from making grand promises to issuing threats, even claiming he'd go as far as harming Jones or his own family if necessary. Diddy allegedly flaunted weapons, bragged about violent acts, and compared his crew's operations to Jeffrey Epstein's network, describing a possible criminal enterprise that included racketeering, sex trafficking, tax evasion, and more. Jones has decided to take legal action, citing laws like the RICO Act and the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. He wants the court to recognize the alleged wrongdoings, compensate him financially for his losses and mental suffering, and impose punitive damages. However, Diddy and his team will likely counter these allegations fiercely, possibly claiming that Jones is making these accusations for personal gain. If Jones manages to win this case, it could lead to significant consequences, but it wouldn't guarantee criminal charges due to the higher evidence threshold and potential statute of limitations. As this lawsuit plays out, both sides will likely present compelling cases, but the outcome remains uncertain, especially with such serious accusations at the center. Subscribe for more eye-opening stories, and thanks for watching.